Douala is the economic capital of Cameroon. Douala is also the capital of the littoral region. Douala as well hosts the most active airport in Cameroon, as well as Douala hosts the seaport. Though with the Kribi port, a lot of things are being transferred to the Kribi port, but Douala is like the economic hub of Cameroon. Douala is that place that you want to be in if you are in Cameroon. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you reasons why you should stay in Douala. Like if you're planning to relocate, if you're planning to just move to Cameroon and you're wondering which city you would like to stay in, I'll most encourage you to stay in Douala. Maybe my reasons in this video are going to encourage you because there's some people who are like, I'd rather not stay in Douala. I'd rather stay in any other part of Cameroon than Douala. But I'll tell you the reasons why I feel like it's necessary or it's a good idea for you to stay in Douala. And at the end of the video, I'm also going to tell you why a lot of people usually are like, I don't want to be in Douala. I don't want to stay in Douala. Douala is not for me, okay? So if you like to see all this, just keep watching. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kenna and I am a Cameroonian content creator. I'm based in Douala, Cameroon, and I share my experience in my beautiful country Cameroon with you. I share my journey as a Cameroonian living in Cameroon, all the stress that comes with Cameroon. I'm answering all questions people have about Cameroon. So if you're interested in that, why not click on that subscribe button? Smash on that subscribe button because you're definitely going to get a lot of information on this channel. That said, let's go straight into the video. Like I said, today we're talking about why you should come and stay in Douala. And if you skipped my intro, I should tell you again, Douala is the economic capital of Cameroon, and that means there's a lot going on here. When you start hearing economic capital, it means that all the money in Cameroon is in Douala. So why? Like, that should be my first reason. Why don't you want to stay where all the money in Cameroon is? Because we have the seaport here, like I said, we have the airport here, so everything must pass through Douala before it goes anywhere. So the first thing, like I said, is Douala is the economic hub. If you're looking for a place where you want to do business, there are unending opportunities in Douala. If you're looking to grow your career, you want to come to Douala because, first of all, most of the head offices are in Douala. A lot of companies' head offices are in Douala, so it is better for you to come here if you're trying to forward your career, because generally in most companies here in Cameroon, when they hire from the head office and then they send you now to different branches in the different regions of Cameroon. So why do you want to go and start applying in branches? I see a lot of people do that. I see people, like when I was in Boya, I saw a lot of people taking their documents to go and drop in the big companies like MTN, Orange, Camtel, and I was just like, no, that's not something you do, because those people will just take your papers and just keep them. They never really send them to the head office. So if you want to apply for jobs, if you're finished school and you're like, I don't know where to go, I don't know how to start, I want to start applying for jobs, you want to come to Douala, that is what I did. And I was in Douala for less than 6 months, and I had a job. So the thing is, in Douala, there are so many opportunities. There are so many opportunities. I say this all the time, there are so many jobs, but the issue is getting a job that you like, getting a job that pays you well. So if you're looking for a job, you could definitely find a job, but how much are they paying you? That's always the thing. So what I'm just saying here is Douala is the economic hub. Douala is good for your career. If you want to do business, we have people of different walks of life in Douala. It's going to be easier for you to do your business here. So that's the first thing. The second thing is Douala is that place where you get a lot of exposure. You will meet different people from different countries. We have Lebanese, we have French people, we have people from the US, we have a lot of people from different countries living in Douala, because like I said again, a lot of the big companies headquarters are here. So many companies are either hiring people as expatriates from different countries. People from different countries are coming to open their shops, supermarkets, different businesses here. So you meet Chinese, you meet people from different countries, and I feel like meeting those people and getting to know their own culture, how they live, and interacting with them, you get more exposure. So sometimes you don't only have to travel out of the country to be able to get exposure. Just with with that, you get a little exposure, right? If you're looking for a place where you can see different cultures and things like that, Douala is definitely the place. The next one is for nightlife. If you're one of those people who likes nightlife, you like going out, having fun, not just nightlife, you like going out generally, I feel like Douala is the place for you, especially if you're probably not a Cameroonian, maybe you're from another country, and maybe, let me say, you like Indian food, you like Korean food, you like food from different parts of the world. Douala has all those things, but I cannot tell you for sure that other regions in Cameroon have them. So places like Yaoundé would have, and Douala will have, because those are the big cities, the more exposed cities in Cameroon. But places like Boya and the rest, they really do not have those type of restaurants. So if you're one of those people who likes outdoor, you like different kind of activities, you would find almost everything here. You can do like bowling, you can do clubbing. We have everything, like all kinds of entertainment, beautiful restaurants, different types of restaurants, different types of lounges. Like if you are the person for the nightlife, or you're the person for doing different kind of activities, different fun activities, Douala is the place for you, because we have almost everything when it comes to that. And then also Douala does not have just places like clubs and venues to drink, eat and all that. We also have parks, like green spaces, open air spaces where you can go for your picnics, you can go for walks and just sit down there and chill. But I'll tell you to be very careful and know the area you're doing that in, because certain places you can get attacked. But Douala has a lot of green spaces and things like that. If you're one of those outdoorsy people who just likes to go for walks, you can do that in Douala. We have a lot of green spaces. And seeing that Douala is at the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean, right? So you can do beach activities. It's not one of the prominent beaches because it's more of a seaport, but we have areas like Bas Naval where you can go and you get fresh fish. We have the banks of the Wuri River where you can go and just have that feel. So Douala is that place where you can go to. And then last, I feel like I talked about nightlife and food. Food in Douala is very affordable depending on the market you're going to. If you're going to like where food is supplied, like I go to the Sandaga market, and sometimes the marché they do on particular Sundays, they have fresh food coming in from all over Cameroon. You can have fresh food from the farms. You can have it here at affordable prices. You go to Marché Sandaga, you're going to see a lot of food. You see everything. Is it potatoes you want, or green spices, vegetables and all that? We have them here at very good prices. Mind you, like I said, it depends on the market. There are certain markets that you go to, like Marché Bonamusadi and all that. When I hear the prices, I scream. But generally, since Douala is an economic hub, Cameroon provides food for certain neighboring countries. A lot of food comes to Douala, Marché Sandaga, comes to the market, and then people are going to fill up the cars to go with it to the different countries, right? So you cannot say here that you lack fresh food. There's a lot of fresh food here at really good prices. And okay, so guys, those are 5 reasons why I think you should come to Cameroon. You should move to Douala. I have been in Douala since 2012. That's 12 years. Oh my God, don't tell me that. I've been in Douala for 12 years, guys. Wow. So I've been in Douala since 2012 and I love it. I love my time here. I've enjoyed it. I just like the town. I like the town. But now we're going to go to reasons why people would tell you that you should not come to Douala. You should not stay in Douala. The first thing that people always complain about is the heat. Douala is so hot. Okay, Douala is so hot. If you don't have the amenities, keep your life fresh, you're going to die. So in Douala, you need to, if you know you can afford an AC, a good fan, your car has an AC, you're going only to AC places. If you're one of those people who doesn't like heat, you're not going to feel it like that. But if you're one of those people who you really cannot afford those things, you should just be ready. Just know that Douala is hot. It is really hot. And since I said there are a lot of huge companies here, we have a lot of industrial companies and things like that. There are certain parts of Douala that have very pungent smells. There are certain parts of Douala that has those horrible smells. So yeah, that's why a lot of people tell you that Douala smells, because all those industrial areas, the air is completely toxic. You would definitely not like it. The second thing in Douala that people talk about is that Douala is busy and noisy. To me, I don't know what is that I've gotten used to the life, but I feel like it's in particular places that, and that should be in almost every city, right? Except you're from a really small town like Boya and Limbe, you'll be feeling like, okay, it's too noisy. But I feel like every big city is noisy to an extent. But when it comes to neighborhoods, if you know that the noise is something that you really don't like, because I've seen some people who really don't mind the noise. If you feel like noise is really not something that you really don't like, there are certain areas that I call homely, that I call family, like where I live, even though we have a guy who be bumping music now and then, but where I live is basically not that noisy, so I can't really complain. So it just depends on you and where you decide to live. So these are things that you want to look at if you're looking for a house, because my neighborhood is not that noisy. Every day by 9-10 latest, places are dead quiet, except it's when there's like an occasion or some people have an event or something, like or one of these public holidays like National Day and all that, Labor Day, you get a lot of music. But after that, it's really not a thing. And then another thing that people do not like is the fact that Douala is insecure. And yeah, Douala is insecure. You have to be really careful. You want to know the neighborhood you're staying in, the neighborhood you're visiting, who you're talking to, and all that is really important, because Douala is insecure. That one I cannot come here and start pretending like, no, but Douala is not that bad. No, Douala is really insecure. You have to be really careful how you're dealing when you're in Douala. And then the last point is social differences. Cameroon is French and English speaking, and though we all are Cameroonians, our mindsets sometimes are really different. I would say the Francophone or the French speaking Cameroonian is more open to certain things than the English speaking Cameroonian. English speaking Cameroonians are more conservative, they are more closed minded, while the French speaking are more open minded. So sometimes for the English speaking Cameroonian to blend with the French speaking Cameroonian's way of life is usually difficult. So you see a lot of English speaking Cameroonians saying things like, I cannot go and live in Douala because of this, because of the way people are, and all things like that. So yes guys, there you have it. That is it for today's video. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with my points? Do you feel like I convinced you to come and stay in Douala? Thank you guys very much for watching today's video, and Kenna is going to see you on the next one. Okay, love you guys. Bye. Mwah.